give a fuck. You're tripping with JJ.
Wow!
Fuck you, asshole.
Tell your bitch I said hi, nigga. The fuck
At the end
is
of
up
the day,
with you
I'ma have-
independent women, man? Like, what the fuck is up with y'all? Like,
It's
yo,
not
want
an
a man
issue
to
of-
take care, you help out, whatever, but then it's like, yo, I really don't give a fuck if you
in
don't.
certain ways. To me, I can't speak for every woman out there. I know you're trying to generalize it and make it simple. I can just tell you where I'm coming from. I think that it's great if he's going to step up and he's going to be a provider. Awesome. But what that means for me is, okay, while you are choosing to pay my rent, I'm stacking this bread.
Nigga, what?
I'm not about to just sit here and blow my checks just because you're paying my rent. What if something happens, God forbid, and he's gone the next day? What am I going to do?
Get a
So I'm
fucking
not-
job.
Why would I give up what I already have?
That's
Isn't
some
the whole-
selfish shit right there.
No, it's not. Isn't the whole point to getting into a relationship is to take the strengths that you guys both have and come together and build forward from there?
You got a point.
So for me, I love my job. I think that I have great benefits. I'm happy with the amount that I'm paid. I like helping people. That's great. If I decide that I want to get in a relationship tomorrow, I'm not quitting my job because he's transferring some money to me every once in a while. Like, that's not guaranteed. But you know what is guaranteed? A rainy day.
That's inevitable.
So,
Absolutely.
I don't know. That's that on that. I don't think that it's a whole, and I'm grown and independent. I don't need da 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 da. Now, if he's really looking to help, and that's how he expresses his love, and you're not accepting any of it at all at any point, like you just not trying to hear none of it, then that's a little bit different to me. You know what I mean? Like for you, you've made it clear you feel that by you being a real nigga, you gonna provide for your family, you gonna protect your family, you gonna do whatever. If shit hit the fan and your wife says, hold on, JJ, you stay in bed. I hear somebody in the house. Let me go. You would be looking like, what?
Facts.
No, baby. You sit in bed.
Facts.
I'm going to check on the kids. I'm going to make sure
Facts.
everything's okay. I'm going to be back in 20 minutes.
Nah. First thing gonna happen is I'm gonna get 2 guns in my hands. Then I'm gonna go down the hallway.
Dead, but you're going to take care of it, right?
Facts.
See? So, like, I feel like if she whole denies him, that's one thing. But if she's building on that, that's a whole nother thing. If you're, and I don't know what your wife is capable of, I'm going to assume that she's not, but let's just say for a moment that your wife is like a CIA agent. She bad. Like she's a black belt and she know all of these different types of fighting techniques and she's a sharp shooter, this, that, and the third, da, 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 da. Yeah, I understand you still protect her, but should she not use those skills that she has because you're a protector, or y'all both gonna grab them guns, be Mr. and Mrs. Smith and deal with it?
I'm gonna go in the closet, come out banged up with the hammers. She gonna stay in the room. Okay?
Even if that's what she literally does for a living.
Give a fuck. I'm the man. In my head, I die before she die. That's my mentality. I will die before she get a scratch on her. I can live with that. I can't live with she going down that fucking hallway. If her name is Bruce Lee the third.
It's a no from you.
I can't live with it. A
That's
lot of
kind
men
of a
could.
double standard, JJ.
A lot of men could. I can't. I'm the manly man. I'm one of them manly men who gotta pay all the bills, gotta spoil your ass. I make the decisions, type of shit like that. If a shadow run across my house and I can't identify it, I'll be the first to go at it.
Yeah.
That's me.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. For men that have your mindset and I'm not talking about you specifically, but men who do have that mindset, do you think across the board for men, they are double standard about it, or do you think that men will respect a woman in that way too? So if a woman's like, I don't care, I clean, period. I like to clean. It makes me at peace, this, that, and the third. And
she got to ask herself, does she want to be with a man like that? Now, if you be with a man like that, you got to accept all the bells and whistles, good and bad. Because if you be with a man who take charge, who believe the woman should be taken care of and spoiled to a certain degree, then you gotta lay down your cards, because this is who you accepted. Once you walk into that marriage or that relationship long term, you gotta say, look, I know who I'm dealing with. Mm-hmm. My man gonna be the one grabbing the gat. He gonna be the one paying the bills. He gonna be the one providing on everything. That's what you walked into. But if you walk into a fucking relationship where you paying bills, you know, there's a shadow walking down and you chase the shadow while he's in the fucking bedroom. If that's how you want to live, that's how you want to live. But
that's fair.
That's a bitch ass nigga.
I'm dead. Okay, wait. But what I'm asking is, does that go both ways? Let me give you a different example than just cleaning, because that was weak. Let's say that she's a woman and she's like, look, I just feel like as a man, you want to be the protector and provider. That's great. You work, but I maintain the house. I discipline the kids because that's in the house. Don't you come home from work and you screaming that the room ain't clean. Don't worry about that. I handle the kids. I told the kids they could go outside and play, and they have till this time to clean their room. They still within that one. You have no business because you outside in the house. I handle disciplining the children. I make sure that I have the grocery list. Why are you asking me, why is there no more cheese? I know what the grocery budget is. I handle this house. Does that respect go both ways?
Yeah.
Do you think that men across the board respect that it goes both ways?
No.
Why is it a double standard?
Control.
Is that not tiring?
Control.
Is that not exhausting?
When you used to a challenge is a natural flow. If you meet a man who's used to paying bills, who's used to taking care of the house, who's used to watching his kids, who's used to providing, he doesn't question it. He just do it. I just do it. Wife will tell you, I just do it. Before she know it, everything is paid. I just do it. If something breaks, she just know when I fix it. She doesn't know to call the guy to fix it. She doesn't do that. So she's with a natural provider, a natural protector. It has nothing to do with her. It's naturally who I am. You understand what I'm saying? So she don't got to question nothing. But if she decides she want to discipline the kids, or she want to take care of some groceries in the house and shit like that, just to feel her identity or feel contribution to the team, hey, why not? But I'm saying you don't have to. If you feel you want to, there's a difference between want and have to. If you want to, hey, no big deal for me. Because you know what I'm capable of. You know,
right.
Daddy could handle it. Daddy got this.
Why is that?
Daddy got this shit. All right?
Okay, take
so
care
baby
of your
girl,
house.
you could do it if you want to play around, but just know you could keep your money in the bank. Daddy got this shit.
Okay, but so what you're saying is you don't have an issue with control. Why do men have issue with that level of control and relinquishing that control?
They feel insecure. They feel their authority is compromised. They feel that if they don't have 100%, they're not the man of the house. To some degree, it's emasculating, where I got to be the macho man of this shit, all or nothing. But if I give up 5%, I feel that to some degree it's disrespectful to me because I'm supposed to control this shit. Some men, they just feel insecure about giving up any percentage of authority in any form or fashion because they look at it like you're supposed to be a female. I'm supposed to be the male. You're inferior. I'm superior.
Well, first off, that's a whole different. We could
Yeah.
go. We could
Yeah,
go
yeah,
down
yeah.
that. But I did want to ask you: does that not make a man a hypocrite? If that's how he looks at it, and that's how his logic works, okay, fine. If you maybe that's your culture, maybe that's how you were raised. We can dissect that in a minute. But does it not make him a hypocrite to feel that way, and then also feel some type of way that the woman is saying, "Hey, you know, I'm glad that you do what you do, but I'm still going to keep my job and I'm going to stack my money and I'm still going to do what I was doing." Does it make him a hypocrite to feel some type of way that she handling her business if he choosing to handle his business?
It goes back to who you're dating. Like, consequences come in different form and fashion to the person you're dating. If you dating a man who takes care of everything, and you want to work and maintain your independence at the same time, then don't fucking get with a man who a real provider. A real provider is not going to let you provide. They're providing. It's part of their identity. They take that shit personal. So if you're trying to pay the light bill, he's not offended at you paying light bill. You're challenging his identity, his manhood. It's my motherfucking job to pay the motherfucking
That's
bill.
so weak.
Sit your ass up. But then again,
Okay.
all right, you could look at it as weak, but in essence,
Just because not just the fact of paying the light bill, but the fact that the principle behind why he's upset, that's weak to me.
that he wants to take care of you is weak.
No, not that he wants to take care of you.
What's the weak
that
part?
he is to that extent holding on to who he's saying that he is to the point to where he's not willing to go or even look outside of those lines at all for the betterment of the household. That's weak. At the end of the day,
He's
if you mad at
giving you
me,
security.
for the example you just used specifically, if I pay the light bill, it's because I went and got the mail when I was coming home from the movies or whatever, and I saw that the bill was due next week, so I decided to give them a call and pay it. Why are you mad that I paid the light bill? Is it paid or is it not?
It's not about the light bill. It's about you stepping on my toes as a man. I get it.
And that principle is
you
where
paid the
I'm
light
like-
bill. You did a great thing. We're in the same boat. What the fuck is there to complain about? You paid, I paid. Who cares? That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's not. He's offended at the fact that you're trying to play his role, his position. Nigga, I'm the captain of the team. You stay the fuck over there at all time. You never to step in my shoe. Never.
That's not weak to you?
That's not weak.
Because the way I'm looking at it is like the bill got paid. Okay, let's say that, because with you're coming from, if he got it like that and he's stable, not even got it like that, because I think a lot of times when we talk about finances, people seem to think that there's either one side of the spectrum. Either he broke and he walking, he got a job at McDonald's and shit, or he's a fucking millionaire. Like, either, one or the other. So let's just say that he's stable. If I see that shit, let's say that the bill was due last week and it just got lost in junk mail. You're mad that you physically weren't the one, you weren't the line leader. You didn't get to pay the light bill today.
Okay,
it
I
was
see what you're
overdue.
saying.
We were finna get a feed.
I see what you're saying. Right. Now, from that perspective where it's like, look, just be happy I paid the motherfucking bill. Just be
Yeah.
happy I paid the bill. Like, shut the fuck up. Don't complain. Be happy I paid the bill. That's your point.
Yeah.
Okay. My point is, when it comes to a leader, they take their job seriously. Okay? The point I'm trying to make, when you're a leader of the house, okay? When you're not in a position of leadership, it puts you in a vulnerable questionable position where it's like, well, if you're not leading, who is leading? Now, if you say the female is leading, we got a problem with that.
Don't first off, I want to see myself.
Look,
For a man
the
who
bitch
has
ass niggas gonna agree with you, and the real niggas gonna agree with me. Fuck the ones in the middle, because at the end of the day, real niggas gotta hold down the motherfucking household. I don't give a fuck how you look at this shit. Yes, it's okay for a female to pay. Yes, it's okay to go half, but a real nigga will tell your ass, look, leave your pocketbook at home and bring your ID. Motherfucker, I got this shit. That's the same thing that goes in the household. Okay? Put your money in your savings account, boo-boo. The king, the big dick nigga around here paying these motherfucking bills. Okay? The only time you open your mouth is when you want my dick inside that shit. Now shut the fuck up. Slap your ass, take some dick. Here we go.
Oh, fuck no. I knew at some point you had to start tripping, JJ. You had to start with that shit. Look. I'm gonna give you an example. So, what about Mexican families? Because traditionally, Mexican women, and they super traditional. Mexican men will make that money. And they'll look at it like, hey, I brought home the bacon, I brought home the money, you take care of the house. And so for some cultures and who you are, those rules switch. So for what you're saying is like, no, he was offended about paying the light bill. If that was switched around and the man paid the light bill, that woman would lose her shit. So, I mean, with that being said, my thing is, at the end of the day, why is ego getting involved? When overall we just here to win.
It's not. It goes back to you protecting the woman, shielding her
From a long hold time?
She should not endure certain stress in a relationship. The stress of paying bills, a woman should not endure. She should endure changing diapers, chasing the kids around the house, making sure they do their homework, to school on time. I agree with that. Fuck, shit, more power to you. That's a hard fucking job. And it's a full-time job. Paying bills, in my opinion, that should not be a woman's fucking job.
So you think in today's day and age, for the people who like me, who finds dudes who are like-minded, and they split those duties, they're like, hey, you like your job, I like my job. We go to work, we come home, we figure out what the budget is. We both be cleaning the house together. We both be making sure the bills be paid. We both be making sure that there's gas in the car, this, that, and the third, da 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 da. For people who split,
he's half bitch and half man. He's a 50% bitch and a 50% man. Okay, I'm telling you.
All right, JJ.
You never meet a real nigga. He pays all the fucking bills.
See, but I don't want a man
You guys
like
are so
that
fucking conditioned and watered down to these little half-ass 20% niggas around here. You don't fucking understand what the value you're giving up. You're giving up.
You still gonna give, but you're not going
so much value.
But I have to take on other shit that I don't want to take on. Here's the thing about a man who provides and who brings money home and this, that, and the third. I'm not saying you, but probably. At the end of the day, for a man who makes a good amount of money at that and is stable, there are just certain things that he expects out of a woman. When you are traditional and you have traditional gender roles, a man does this, a woman does this, there's a certain expectation. And within that expectation of what women do, there's some things in that I would like to pass along to a man. And I'm willing to trade some of the things I have to do for some of the shit that a man has to do.
Like what?
I am more than happy to clock in for a job. That's fine. When I come home, I fucking hate washing dishes.
Get a dishwasher.
I don't like dishwashers either.
The fuck is your problem? Modern technology. Welcome to the real world.
I would rather clean a toilet, the biggity back of the toilet, than wash a fork.
What the fuck did a fork did to you? How was you traumatized with a fork?
It is trauma. I told you once upon a time I come home. I come from a military mama, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So chores wasn't done. Dishes wasn't washed right. She pulled everything out that bitch. everything out the whole house. Okay, Sierra, you get to try again. It's every day that week. Pull everything out. I'm like, I'm washing this Tupperware we ain't used in 9 months. I'm fucking sick of it. So I hate washing dishes as an adult.
She fucked you up.
She fucked me up.
She fucked you up.
If a man want to come home and he want to wash them dishes, then I can go ahead and make sure that when that little APS box is beeping, I'm going to take it with me tomorrow and stop at the Fry's on the way home and put $20 on it. That's fine. So I never have to wash a plate. That's okay. That's a fair trade-off to me.
Look, I'm not saying traditional settings is not good, it's not acceptable. I'm just saying it depends who you with.
I mean, let me drink.
Okay? I'm different. I don't like a female doing shit for me. I'm different. And when I go out, or if you're with me, I take care of everything. Everything. And I mean fucking everything, right? That's me. So it's hard for me to look through these lenses at a man that barely wants to pay a fucking tab or pay a couple bills in the house. My nigga, how? You a fucking man. You don't understand the fucking consequences of your fucking existence? You are a man.
I'm going to play devil's advocate for a minute because as much as we've been going back and forth this whole show, I do agree with you on that point. As far as the premise of men out here will claim that they are a manly man and not be willing to do those things. And I don't know why. How are you a manly man? And that's cool and all, right? That's cool if that's who you say you are. I takes care of mine and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But you don't. Okay, but when I just told you that I got a nail in my tire, you told me to go
fix it.
You told me to go up to the discount tire. Like,
I tell you, man, I'm sick of these little bitch ass Barbie doll motherfucking fake ass niggas who tell they female go outside and move shit around over 50 pounds, over 30 pounds. Nigga, you a bitch. I hate these niggas who motherfucking do shit for these females and then throw it in their face. Nigga, you a bitch. I hate these niggas who motherfucking provide for these females, throw it in their face, and then try to come home and expect a female to be happy with you and you supposed to have a cooked meal. Nigga, you a bitch. Understand what I'm saying?
And that's another thing that I think a lot of women who are the independent women, I do like that because I know what type of, I know you talking about like the Tyler Perry ass bitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for women like that, I think that whether they've been hurt or not, they not gonna give the man an opportunity to hold something over their head like that.
No,
and listen, that's fine.
Listen, let me tell you about that. When you do something in your relationship or your marriage, the worst thing you can do is bring it up. The worst thing you can do. Real niggas don't bring it up.
Yeah.
Never bring it up. Real niggas do not bring up what they do for you. Whether they do it today or 30 years later, you ain't gonna hear about it. That's a real nigga.
Okay.
You can't find him. He come in special edition. Okay? These fake ass, little weak ass, punk ass niggas trying to be a real nigga or trying to be a man, they're gonna throw in your face every chance they get what they do for you, what they have done for you, and what they're gonna do for you. That's a bitch. Okay?
I'm not disagreeing with that. We on the whole same page.
Never. I would never throw in my wife's face what I done for her. Nigga,
that
what?
part. And I feel like it's the men who do the bare minimum that do that shit, and that's what adds insult to injury. Nigga. Now, if you've been, I'm not saying that it's justified or whatever, but I can understand if a man been taking care of his woman for the past 30 years and he got to check her on some ungrateful shit. Let's say she want to go on vacation to Bahamas and they just got back from Cancun and she mad because all her homegirls done and this and that and the third. And after 30 years, he checks her like, have you ever had to pay a bill? Have you ever had to worry? Have you ever fell asleep in a cold house? Have you ever not had your little nails done? Have I ever not, did you not have money with what you need? Did the kids ever go without? Da, 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 da. If he brings that shit up, at least that's And you don't hear situations like that. But if he brings that up, at least I can understand that. It'd be the little niggas that will go ahead and once upon a time, they gave you $150 as a loan and you sent that shit back to him your next payday. Oh my God, you always tripping and da 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 da. You can't even just chill. I'm getting my bread up. Like, you act like I don't help you. Remember that one time when I da 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 da.
Why these niggas expect these women to stay with them? Like, why these weak niggas expect these good women to stay with them? You know, the woman who cooks, who clean, who wash the kids, who do it every single fucking day. And these niggas have the fucking audacity to rev up the little bitch ass engine talking all this shit to them.
As much as it pains my little heart to say, women.
You're blaming women?
Yes, as a whole, I think that one is women. I think that's us. And let me tell you why. Like you said, naturally, and this whole conversation been traditional for the most part. So keep on that same thing. Naturally, men are protectors, they're predators, they're the go-getters, and they take what they want. So with that being said, men on being some hunters, they're the ones that go to the club and they walk up to the group of women and they'll holler at them. They're the ones that will do what they, can to get a woman. They're the ones that put themselves out there, and then women pick and choose who they want. And so for women who are sitting there accepting bullshit, that's setting a precedent that we will accept bullshit. And so when some little boy gets hyped up and thinks that $150 is all he needs to buy his way into a perfect life and not do shit, not provide shit, not be there emotionally, physically, spiritually, he doesn't understand what the fuck a love language is. Nothing. That is because women allow it. Men will only get and do what women allow. And we've allowed some bullshit to slide.
Why do women be dating a guy 10 years, 5 years, then they meet, the guy they're dating can't provide shit, or they provide bare minimum. They provide bare fucking minimum. They just pay some of the bills and put food on the table. They got a little Honda Accord. And then you got the female who, no matter what he does, is never enough. Is never enough. So she seeks the other guy who drives the Benz. He drives the Accord. The new guy drives the Benz, and the new guy could put her in Gucci. The Honda Accord guy, the guy who's been with for 4 or 5 years, could only afford Payless or some shit like that. Why not just fucking leave? Why she jumping over to this nigga with the American Express card?
Right. Most of the time, I think that for 2 reasons. For one, a lot of women out here are just happy with the ring. They just want the title. They just want to be out here, my husband and I, and they just want to be that person to be able to say, my parents were married for 30 years and I've been married for 10 years, and we're a team and blah 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 blah, and they want to flex.
Just about social status.
Exactly. So I think that it's either that, or women will sit here and drive themselves insane with the delusion that potential at someday is going to come to fruition. And one day, Mr. Payless gonna get his bread up, and you're going to go from Goodwill to Gucci. One day.
Facts. Shit happens.
Shit happens.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah. But men are only gonna do what they allow. It's, you know what I mean? You agree with my point? Like, if Mr. Payless is not pushed to be any better, both intrinsically or by her,
yeah,
why would he not do anything better?
Right. Absolutely. Different scenario, different relationship, different expectations. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get different outcomes every single time. Okay? So choose a man based on proven facts, not assume expectations, okay? Because the only thing you can go on is what the fuck he did and not what the fuck you expect. Fuck what you expect. You could expect him to take care of you or put you in expensive shit all day long, okay? Have you seen him do that before? No. So what the fuck you getting expectations for? You don't know if he could do that. Mm-hmm. You could expect shit all day long. Go with what you see. Date a man for a little bit and see what he's capable of. See if he can put you where you want to be. If he can't, don't jump into a committed relationship. Don't get married. You know what I'm saying? He ain't for you. Okay?
You know, I got a question for you. Because that part, I agree with it.
I don't give a fuck. You're tripping with JJ.
Wow!
Fuck you, asshole.
Tell your bitch I said hi, nigga.